Hey everybody, Chris here, and welcome to Comic Corner once again for a book that I've been wanting to review since the day I got it, but you all know from Avengers Log that I've been very sick. It's actually very late at night, but I made sure to take as much medicine as I could. Good news is I have been eating better, so I feel a lot better. So I'm able to do this book review finally, and it may be 5 or 6 days late, but you know what? This book needs to be reviewed because before I bought it, I tried to find somebody who had reviewed this book. Nobody reviewed it. It went off sale, and then it went back on sale on Amazon, and almost Tox, who's my guest star along with my cameraman. Tox was with me. I bought it on Black Friday, as a matter of fact, and it started to do it. I bought it on Amazon.com, and those books started to sell out. There was 11 left, 10 left, and I don't know what happened. Probably Amazon got another shipment in, and that disappeared fairly quickly. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about this giant-sized book. I say it in the title, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Collection, Volume 1. This is a monster of a book. First of all, it's oversized. This isn't a standard comic, and I have a comic to show you guys what a standard comic is. First of all, TMNT is a relaunch series. This is Volume 5 I'm showing. For those of you who don't watch my comic reviews, this is a new series that's been going on now for the 4th month. You guys should check this out. Unfortunately, all the first printings are gone, but there are 3rd, 2nd, and I believe 4th printings of the first 4 books. It's a relaunch of the series, but it's really good. I'm using this as a scale to show you guys how big how big the difference is. Let's put this underneath. Now here's your standard comic size, and here's how big the book is. You see all this extra space on the top and bottom is how much bigger they've blown up, how much they've blown the page up. So this is, first of all, very good. Now, all my life, and Tox, you could agree with me, because you said this, I've watched TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, since I was a little kid. And I watched all 3 movies when they came out in the movie theaters. I was, I believe, 6 years old when the first movie came out, and then whatever other years, you do the math in your minds, whatever years those other 2 movies came out. But all 3 movies I saw the first week they came out in theaters when I was a kid. As a matter of fact, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 was the actual first movie I had ever seen in a movie theater. Yeah, nostalgic moments. But we're not talking about nostalgic moments. We're talking about this book. In this book, you get issues 1 through 7 and the Raphael one-shot introducing Casey Jones, from what I understand. My friends, from the second I got this book in the mail to the second I finished this book, it was non-stop fanfare enjoyment. From the artwork in this old book to the story to just remembering when I was a kid. I want to give you guys some art clips from the book. I'm going to try to find some of the best pictures I can. First of all, here you got Shredder, and this is from issue 1. Make sure I got it, Mike. Okay. Then you get here's a perfect splash page. The Ninja Turtles versus the Foot. Good? Okay. There's your splash page, my friends. And the whole first issue is the Turtles going against Shredder, and then Shredder disappears. Or so we think. And then you get a couple of annotations. Another thing I like about this book is a lot of books that you buy, the comic part is this much, and then you got about this thick, about 20 pages worth of annotations. These people in this book don't screw around. 2 pages of annotations for the first book, the new cover, right into the second book. And in the second book, it introduces Krang, and April O'Neil meets the Turtles for the first time. And yeah, and then basically I believe after issue 3 is when it jumps into the one-shot. I want to make sure before I say anything. Trying to get there. Okay. Yes, right after issue 3 we go into the one-shot, and it shows you a beautifully colored cover of the one-shot, and then it goes into the one-shot. And this is where Raphael actually meets up with, and the first appearance of, so if you ever find the Raphael one-shot, you're gonna have a piece of history, because that's the first appearance of Casey Jones. And Casey Jones, I know, is one of Tox's favorite people from the Turtle franchise, because Tox, you actually asked me to see some pictures of him from the comic book. Here's some more pictures of Casey.
Who doesn't love Casey? A hockey stick wielding badass.
Mind you, the artwork is in black and white, but you know what? Your imagination can work the colors in perfectly. Mind you, though, also, as you see on the cover, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles originally did not have the multicolored headbands that people like me who watched the cartoon series first, I never read comics as a kid, we wouldn't recognize the TMNT because we're used to seeing the blue, purple, red, and orange headbands. Here, all of them wear red. The only way you could tell them apart is through their weapons. Without their weapons, you'd never know who's whom, unless you read the attitude, you read the way they talk, and you can figure out right away who is whom. I'm trying to find. There was a whole alien thing going on at the end, towards the end of the book. I'm trying to find a very good picture, but I think I basically gave you guys the best parts of this. There's a picture of Splinter, because Splinter gets captured at some point, and the Turtles find him. And there's a lot more before the end. And then in the very end, here's your annotations. 1, 2, and then you get a bunch of panel pages from the, I believe the first, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just the 4 plates for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My friends, this book is clocked at $50 flat. They don't say Canadian, it just says $50. There's no extra edit fee, I guess, if you live in Canada. I got this book on sale on Amazon for, I believe, approximately $30. This book, I know I said Lock and Key is the best IDW series. This is by IDW, as you guys can see. My friends, my brothers and sisters, this book, even though Batman Noel came out last month, and even though these are reprints from the 1980s, which it actually clocks them in at the very beginning, they actually tell you when the comics were released. This book is something I think all of you are going to want on your Christmas list. More than Batman Noel, more than any other book I've reviewed thus far, excuse me. It's
Bless
true.
you.
It's true. Holy crap, it's double true.
Twice.
See, this is getting out of
Can I get a
cold.
triple true?
No, I don't want a triple true, thank you.
Okay, then I guess not. Cuckoo Kachu.
This book I've enjoyed from cover to cover. Look how much stuff you get. Can you see? I'm asking them, I'm asking you really. Can you see the thickness?
Yeah, I could zoom in if you want.
No, you don't have to.
Oh.
And this is actually the first kind of book that I actually like where it has the number 1 on it. The cover is so flat that if you put it on a shelf, it would look like a DVD. Well, a long-ass DVD, but a DVD. And I like that, especially when it comes to storage, putting these on shelves and stuff. This makes the world a difference. So it's packaged right, it's oversized, the artwork is to die for. It's 80s artwork. This isn't like the computer-generated stuff nowadays. My friends, this is drawn. Hand-drawn. Each and every page was hand-drawn. Yes, it's black and white, but you know what? You're not going to care. If there's any book you want to put on your Christmas list this year, Batman Noel is great. Absolutely put it on. But if you can get another book, or if you have to pick, this book is the book you want. Volume 2 is coming out. I believe it was clocked at either January or February. I have that book on my wish list already. That book is going to be bought a week before it even comes out. This is something you want to get your hands on. This is just a great book. I've always loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The new series from IDW is doing awesome also. But if you want to see how it all began, the original origin, the first appearances of Shredder, Krang, Casey Jones, and many other characters, it's right here in this book. And you will not be sorry you bought this book. Every day I look at this book, I say this is one of those books where if I could have bought it earlier, I would have. It's that good. Tox, we were talking the day I got it, and I didn't stop telling you how great it was.
No, I still remember. It was around 11, 12 still in the morning, getting to the daytime.
And I had reached the middle of the book already by that point.
Yeah, you were actually quite almost done. Then when you finally showed me the artwork, the beauty of it, Shredder looks amazing. Casey Jones looks amazing. The Turtles look amazing. Splinter. One little thing to note though, Splinter doesn't have the what is it? The whiskers kind
the
of thing. The
whiskers that give him that like Japanese feel, the Japanese sensei feel.
Yeah, but that's something you could nitpick, and it wouldn't even make much of a difference. The artwork is beautiful. The black and white gives it the nostalgic feel. It's truly amazing, worth every single penny.
I would say this is worth 1,000,001 pennies and more. If you guys have the money, I know I've suggested to a lot of people Lock and Key, and I know a few people messaged me, said they went out and loved it. I promise you guys, you will not be disappointed with this book. This book, I highly, I cannot recommend it enough. This is my book of 2011. My top book of 2011, you guys are looking at it right here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection, Volume 1. This is the book of 2011, beating Batman Noel by 1. Batman Noel is my second favorite. This book is number 1. This is the last month of the year. There aren't that many trade paperbacks coming out anymore that I'll be buying, except I believe I might get the Swamp Thing one at the end of December. But guys, this book, go out and buy it. Read it, enjoy it. You're going to love it.
What would you rate it out of?
Out of 100, 100.
Yeah.
Out of 10, 10. Out of 5, 5. Out of 1,000,000, 1,000,000 plus 1. I can't recommend this book anymore. If you are a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, before this video is over, go on Amazon and have this book ordered. If you're not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan and you're curious, buy the series. Buy the comic series. And if you like the series, come back and buy this book. If you're curious enough to buy this book, if you have the money, buy it. You will not be sorry. I promise you, you won't be sorry. This book is gold. This series, by the time it's done, however many volumes it's going to take to finish the whole first volume of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, is going to be worth gold. To anybody who enjoys reading comic books and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this series is gold. The only thing that would do better is a book that I believe Chris Dawkins had and then sold, and I looked it up on Amazon. It was like $150 now, and that collects the first 10 issues of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, plus the one-shot, and I believe the micro series. But Volume 2 will have all the way up to 11 plus the micro series, and you're going to basically be spending the exact same amount of money. This is $50, the other book will probably be $50. You buy it on Amazon, you'll spend $60 on both books. Highly recommend it. This book was an enjoyment to read. It is my pleasure to have this in my collection, and it was my enjoyment of reading this book that I wanted to do this review 4 days ago, sick as a dog. My body would not allow me to do it though. And I'm still sick, you know, I'm still, as you guys can see, I'm a little sweaty from just I guess it's the fever coming out or whatever. But today was the deadline for this book. I'm going to be uploading this video as I sleep tonight. So this will probably be up by Wednesday. Guys, please, if you pick any book this year that I've reviewed, if you have to choose one, and only one, choose this book. It's really good. It's oversized. The artwork is blown up for your enjoyment. It's in its it's in its form. It's in its true black and white. They didn't color it. They didn't take the color off either. This is the way it looked in the comic books back in the 1980s. Check this out. Check this out before you check any other book out. Because this book's been selling out. And as far as I know, only one other person reviewed this book. But I had to get the word out. The book is out. Volume 1 is out. And it's here. And Cowa frickin' Bunga. Turtle power. So, Tox, you have any closing remarks?
Just one little quick one.
Okay.
Even if you never, like, from my childhood, I never got into the TMNT comics, but I followed the animated series, and that's eventually what helped me go into the martial arts field. And when I finally became a black belt, I was still watching the animated series.
Same.
Just exactly. You love the nostalgia. This is the TMNT. They lived by code, the code of martial arts, the good morals. They taught us stuff as
honor
exactly.
And respect.
They taught us everything when we were kids. Even if you just follow the animated series, even I say pick this up, you won't even have a second thought.
No, and you won't regret it. Not for a second, I promise you. Mike, any remarks?
All I gotta say is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with Michelangelo being my favorite one. But I like leaning on the others as well.
Leo was always my favorite. I don't know why.
Yeah, but like you said, Turtle Power, Heroes in a Half Shell, and Cowabunga, dude.
Are there any other,
from the
give me
artwork?
some Shell, maybe?
Huh?
Give me some Shell, maybe. I love being a turtle. Any other catchphrases you forgot? Pizza? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got me into pizza when I was a kid.
Yeah,
that's why I wanted
know.
to eat pizza, because they ate it. I was a kid. I was such a picky eater. I saw it in the movie, in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles first movie, and I had to eat it. Mike, grab the 3 DVDs really quickly. I just want to show those off.
And they love to party, I'll tell you that much.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles taught us so much. As kids, as everything. If you have kids also, first of all, I'd say check this out. Read through it yourself first. And maybe they'll like it. See, I actually have the, when I was collecting DVDs a couple of years back, I was going through all my childhood favorite movies. I actually found a 3-pack of the original 3 movies. Yes, I know this movie isn't exactly everybody's favorite, but I have it. I've been a huge TMNT fan for a while. I actually am going to, at some point, get the DVD set of the 10 seasons of the animated first series. Right now, though, money is definitely not permitting.
Even the video game was good, Turtles in Time.
And so was the arcade game.
That too, yes, I have to agree. Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles have been a part of history, cartoon, comic book, and everything-wise for so long. There was a drug cartoon years ago, Don't Do Drugs, and actually Michelangelo guest starred on that, the cartoon Michelangelo, and the guy that voiced Michelangelo actually voiced Michelangelo for that. I cannot remember the name of that cartoon, but back in the 80s, TMNT taught children a lot and made children want to learn karate. And in karate, you learn respect, control, everything. And then the pizza thing, I'm sure a lot of pizzerias were very happy about. But thanks to them, I love pizza, and I loved karate, and I love taekwondo, and I love everything else.
And don't forget, Michelangelo sure loves to party.
Yeah, I never got the party part, though. I never really was into the party part. But guys, listen to me. This is history. This is good history.
In the making.
Especially with everything that's getting thrown at us right now with the DC comic relaunch, the Marvel universe throwing us one event right after the other. If you want to break from all that, get this. This will be your pleasant read.
I gotta read that one.
This will be a pleasant side thing for you. It'll definitely be your
enjoyment,
recreation. This will be your breakaway from all the monotony and all the craziness that DC and Marvel are doing right now. This will be your vacation. Alright guys, so 10 out of 10 stars. Absolutely check it out. Cox, what do you say?
10 out of 10. 5 out of 5. Everything above.
The pictures you showed, even though I haven't had a chance to read the book, I would say definitely 10 out of 10. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles we're talking about.
Absolutely. I'll be rereading this book hundreds of times before I'm even close to being sick of the book. Check it out, guys. But I will warn you, this will be one of the biggest books in your collection. And I mean that size-wise. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys this weekend for the comic review. I'm sick. I'm not going to do any other videos this week to help the healing part. And, with work and everything, I'm going to be uber busy catching up with everything now. So I'll see you guys on the weekend for the next comic review. Lots of comic books. Regardless, there are 3 of us still doing the comic review, and there's still lots of stuff to discuss. See you guys on the weekend. Take care.
Take care, everybody.